All right, today I'm going to tell you about a place that on the map looks like Manchaca, Manchaca. I'm a local. We call it Manchaca. Years back, there was a push to change that name to Menchaca, and now some people call it Menchaca. I'm not going to go into that whole thing. I'm just going to call it Manchaca. So that's the name of a town-ish south of Austin. It's also the name of a street that runs through South Austin, and there's also a school by the same name. Today we're talking about the townish, non-town south of Austin that I'll call Manchaca. Manchaca is part of Travis County. It is the southernmost part of Travis County, right on the border of Hays County. And it goes kind of along 1626, which is the road that loops around the west side of 35. So there's little fingers of Manchaca that go in and out. Parts of it have a Manchaca zip code, but not Manchaca mailing address. Whole lot of different things going on here, so we're going to give you a brief overview. But if you're looking at property in Manchaca, you need to talk with an agent that knows the area, that can get you all the specifics to the property you're looking at, because it might be different from the property across the street. Manchaca is a really cool little pocket of Central Texas because you're right on the south side of Austin. If you go from Manchaca town up Manchaca Road, there are some really cool little restaurants, bars, nightclubs that are not too far away. If you go from Manchaca down 1626 and around to the south, you can get into old downtown Buda, which has a whole bunch of charm on its own. We did a separate video on that. So people that we know that live in Manchaca kind of use both. They may go to church in Buda, but shop up in South Austin, whatever. And the other cool piece is that it's a rural feeling pocket right between those two areas. So everything around Manchaca feels very suburban, but right in that area, you've got larger lot sizes. You've got houses that are a little bit older. Some of them don't have deed restrictions where, once in a while you may see a horse on the property. They have septic tanks versus city sewer. Property taxes are really low because you're not paying city taxes to anyone. You're just paying county taxes and then school taxes, which also means that your services are going to come from the county or from private water companies versus City of Austin utilities or City of Buda utilities. So it's kind of this weird in-between space where you can feel like you're out in a rural area, but still be super close to get to the fun things in South Austin and Buda that you love. Okay, some of the downsides to living in Manchaca would be it tends to be a little bit more expensive because you're getting more land that's right in this really awesome corridor of Texas. So if you're buying a half an acre lot size, it's going to cost you more. A lot of times, a home that was built a while ago, so it's a little bit more sprawling. It might be single story, but larger square footage than you could find in the newer areas. So even if it's not super well maintained, you're probably paying more to live in Manchaca than you would if you bought like a master plan home in Sunfield or Whispering Hollow or somewhere near there. So things to think about. If you have the means to go up a little bit in budget and you like the feel of being spread out, don't mind a house that might be a little bit older. It could be a great fit. Another disadvantage is that you're pretty close to I-35 living in Manchaca. Most likely you're going to have to use I-35 to get around. You may be able to go west and hit the Mopac extension or 1626 to get around, but to get into Austin, most times you're probably going to need to use I-35, and that is always a disadvantage because we hate I-35. Okay, schools in Manchaca, if you go public, you are zoned for Menchaca Elementary. They blew Menchaca.
They didn't blow it up. That's a terrible thing to say.
They kind of did. They totally leveled Menchaca Elementary a few years ago and rebuilt the campus on the same site. It's really amazing. It's like state-of-the-art, gorgeous, modern facilities. It really needed a facelift, and they did an amazing job. So ever since then, I'm hearing great things out of Menchaca Elementary. Also zoned for Paredes Middle School and Aikens High School. Both of those are schools that if you look them up on greatschools.org, you're probably not going to have the highest rating, but anecdotally speaking, we know people that have gone there who have thought they were great schools. So I think it depends on what you're looking for and what your students actually need. But those are the schools that you're zoned for. There are also private options, nothing super close that I know of in Manchaca. I know there's Montessori on Slaughter, probably a couple of things in Buda. In Manchaca, I don't know of any actual like parks because there's no city to run a city park. But there are a couple of master plan communities that have gone in more recently that have amenities you can access. And also, if you take Menchaca Road, up north, going north toward Austin, there's Garrison Park off that road. It's quick access to Mary Moore Seawright Park, and of course, lots of good shopping and groceries and all that jazz right off Manchaca Road. So that's part of your daily life and your patterns if you live in Manchaca, would be to take Manchaca Road up to those. So this is just a super cool area we wanted to highlight because you don't hear about it very often, and it's just a different little pocket that is definitely worth looking at if you're looking at coming to the south side of Austin. If you have any questions or want to know more about Manchaca, please reach out and we'd be happy to chat. One of my favorite little pockets. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.